Welcome to another Coffee with Bridget vlog, and today's coffee is Sunsera Blend by Starbucks because it's so yummy. And don't ask me why I'm wearing my glasses today. I just decided to wear them. I don't have to wear them all the time. I just need to wear them when I'm driving because I can't see very far away. So it's like basically when I'm at a stoplight, I can't read the signs as I approach them. So that's why I wear glasses. So I don't wear them all the time because I can see pretty good, but I just can't see details at a distance. So I titled today's video, Life is Weird, because life is so weird. And I was just reflecting on that earlier today, especially as I was dropping off the kids. The oldest didn't want to go to school. She wanted to stay home with mom, which is a daily battle with her. She doesn't want to go into school. She holds onto my arm, and one of the aides has to take her by the hand and lead her into the cafeteria because she eats breakfast at school. And she eats breakfast at school not because I didn't provide cereal and donuts and other things for her to eat. I tried everything at home, but she just likes the variety of school. So they give free breakfast, so here in California, so might as well let her have fun and eat the variety of food that they prepare every morning, you know. And then the youngest, she is ready and raring to go to school. Oh, she's ready. She loves waking up and hearing that it's a school day. It's a school day? Let's go. And she eats breakfast at school as well. So that, really works out for me because, that's one less thing to do in the hour before we have, leave for school is don't have to do breakfast because the schools provide them, which is pretty cool. I think that's a neat feature in California. But just the kids going to school is so strange, especially the youngest one. Now, the oldest one was home until she was 5, and then I took her to kindergarten because I didn't know that she qualified for pre-K, and I didn't understand TK or pre-K, and I still don't understand TK and pre-K. I think my youngest is in pre-K. I think that's what it's called. And basically, this year, I decided to call up the district and go, what is TK and what's pre-K? My daughter is 4. She's, capable of going to the bathroom on her own. How about, school for her? And I found out she qualified. So I enrolled her kind of in the middle of the year, but it really went smoothly. But it was hard. It's hard to say goodbye to them. It still feels weird to leave the youngest for her school, even though it's just 3 hours. It's just like, my baby. And she's so young and cute, and it's so adorable, and she's so excited about school. She loves her teacher. And this year both kids like their teacher, which is a good thing, because last year my oldest did not like her teacher and it did not go well. But yeah, there's been things that have happened that are it's just weird to be an adult and do all these things that, get into these patterns. It's easier sometimes when it's the vacation because you don't have to get up early and get the kids going. But at the same time, you're like, the kids are always here. We have to find some way to entertain them, something for them to do, whether it's taking them to the park or doing crafts. And then when they go to school, it's like, gotta get up, gotta get rolling. First thing in the morning, you can't really sit down and have your coffee. Gotta get out that door and get going. So both have their challenges. And it's when you are a stay-at-home mom, like I have been, it is kind of a little bit difficult to keep track of days because you're home so much, But that's the good thing about schools is you start tracking the days, you start paying attention. That is something that I lacked when the oldest was at home, from age 1 to 5, was that routine. So I am grateful for school and having, mandated school because it is a routine, and it's nice that it's free here in the United States and that kids, have the opportunity to go to school. It's so important for them. But whew, it can be interesting. Last night, so my daughter brought home 3 pages of homework and we did them. And oh my goodness, even math in 2nd grade, I'm just like, for someone who's dyslexic with math, it is difficult to work with her, especially since she flips letters and numbers too. So when I see her do it, I have to think about it in my mind and be like, okay, which way does this actually go? Because being dyslexic, I do that myself. So I don't know if she's dyslexic. She hasn't been diagnosed with it yet, but I kind of suspect that she is dyslexic and she's going to end up with extra help because she flips the letters so much and the numbers so much. It just seems that way. And I don't know if dyslexia is something inherited. I don't know. But I know that my grandfather was dyslexic and my mom was dyslexic and then I am dyslexic. So maybe it's inherited. They don't really know what causes it. It's just something in the mind, you know. And I overcame my dyslexia. I learned how to read by memorizing whole words instead of the letters. I never understood phonetics. I never understood, you know, I had hooked on phonics and never got that. You know, it was just beyond me because the letters all switched, you know. But obviously I'm a writer now, so I've overcome that problem in my own life, and I've learned to use things to overcome the math challenges. But doing math with my daughter and trying to teach her and be like, okay, this is the way you do it, can be a challenge when you're dyslexic. Oh my goodness. And then the other thing that I'm going through is my poor dog, Sparkle. I got a call yesterday and she has a lump. They don't know what it is, what the mass is. And they didn't say cancer, but they're like, we're going to treat it with antibiotics and see if it goes away. So at first they told me that the price of the antibiotics was going to be $200. And I was like, oh my gosh. But they're like, maybe you can go on chewy.com and find antibiotics on there that are the right amount for a cheaper price. And yes, I did find the antibiotics on there for $50. So my dog's going to be on 2 antibiotics for 14 weeks. So, oh, yeah, I'm hoping she gets better. But because she's been on antibiotics now because of her neck surgery and her being spayed, she's been throwing up every now and then. Because I'll give her the antibiotic and sometimes she eats with it and sometimes she refuses to eat with it. But I have to give it to her for 2 times a day. So I offer her the food, and if she eats, then I give her the antibiotic. But sometimes, even though I give her the antibiotic with food, she pukes. So I've had to clean the carpets. So I got a new gadget. I got this cute little Bissell. And it is so cool. It's called the Little Green Bissell. And it is perfect for cleaning little small stains. And no, this is not sponsored. But I love that thing. And then I got enzyme cleaner for the smell, because the smell of her pukey was really strong. And this enzyme cleaner is amazing. I sprayed a chair that was kind of stinky with it and cleaned it, and oh my goodness, it cleaned right up. It was amazing. So that's another thing that I've been doing, a lot of extra deep cleaning because of the dogs, especially Sparkle, because she's throwing up because she's on antibiotics. But whew, life is strange, you know, the things you get excited about when you're older. I got excited about getting the Bissell. I was like, yes, finally the Bissell's here so I can clean these spots up. You know, and when you're a kid, it's like, Mom, what are you doing? That's what the kids did to me. What are you doing? Cleaning the floor. Why do you have to clean it? Because it's dirty. There's spots here. So that has been my days recently. I hope your days are going well. I hope your life isn't as weird. But then again, having a weird life is interesting, and having an interesting life is a good thing. So maybe your life is weird. If you want to put in the comments how your life is weird, feel free. But thank you for joining me for another Coffee with Bridget. Bye and take care.